This is a prophetic church. This is not a gay church. Because if a church is named by the identity of the people in the room, every church in Atlanta, Georgia is a gay church. Every last one. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. To this elevated, transcendent Christ consciousness. What do you do when where you came from doesn't work, but you don't know where you're going? Walk with me. It's Vision Sunday. You were raised in a church where women wore doilies on their head. You grew up going to BTU or YPWW. What do they have in the Methodist church? I don't know. What is it? What do they call it? What is it? Matrons and missionary society. Now let me tell something to Joshua. Joshua, don't be angry with Moses. Moses did what Moses was supposed to do. So stop being anti-Kojic and anti-Baptist and doing kind of the things that you do, because guess what you are? This is my point. You are an abolitionist. So Harriet, I know you're glad that you're in Toronto, but you're called to go back to Jackson, Mississippi, go to the plantation, and first of all, it's your job to tell them this plantation is actually an illusion. Okay, I went too far. If you're here under the sound of my voice, it's because you are an abolitionist. And it is your job to go back to the plantation and free the mind. Now, the first step is you've got to free your own mind. Some of you are still in love with the plantation and in love with the master. That's why you treat people the way you treat them in this church, because the slave master's still in you. And you got to get the plantation out of you so you can go back to it. I'm on my way somewhere. I'm laying the foundation so you can free the people you've been called to free. The problem with many of the people in this room or the people on your row is you think that vision is for you. You love your church. This is your house. You're here because you need a word. But our mandate is to reach more people on the hardest edges of love. Do you hear me, church? If you hear me, say yes. This is a prophetic church. This is not a gay church. if a church is named by the identity of the people in the room, every church in Atlanta, Georgia is a gay church. Every last one. I said what I said, and I'm not taking it back. Now, there are gay churches, but this is not one of them. Shout yes. I am not concerned about your sexual orientation. I'm concerned about your spiritual orientation. Can you get spiritual? Can you get saved? Can you get filled with the Holy Ghost? Talk back to me in the room. Stop your neighbor and say, you got to get filled still. It still works. It's old school, but it still works. I'm glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you feel safe. But do you think that this church was built just for you to be safe? Do you think we went through all we went through just so you can be safe?
You talking good.
We are here so that you can be a disruptor. Say, I am a disruptor.
Yes, sir.
We paid too much. There's some of you in this room, you've been here from day one. We've gone through too much just for you to be safe. The world isn't safe. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say something revolutionary. I think safety is overrated. That's the problem with this generation. Y'all want to be safe. You want church to be a therapy session. You want to come to church and get a little nice little plaque. But what do you do when you're called to be a disruptor, to disrupt systems, to disrupt institutions, to change and shift the world? If you are a disruptor, if you think you are, clap your hands. Just for you to shout and dance and tear up our carpet? I'll dance with the best of them. But that's not why we're here. Tap 5 people say that ain't why we're here. You can shout at home. Go to Kroger and dance. Oh, and you got the Holy Ghost for real. You'll go to aisle 5 and you look at the rice and you look at the beans and church to, I feel a shift. I don't need church to shout. I don't need church to dance. I don't need to be in a building to speak in tongues. I'll speak in tongues at the bank. Come on, church. I'll speak in tongues wherever. Don't mess with me in my car. I'll swerve and